Hi YouTube, welcome to Boldly Polished. My name is Selena and I am being a copycat today of Leslie by presenting to you my favorite items of 2015. I won't have that many items because I'm not going to be doing a daily routine or anything. I don't want to show you everything that I use. I'm not that impressed by a lot of products that I use. I think some of them are just okay, and I only want to show you what I was really impressed by. And quite honestly, another reason why I don't have that many products to show you is because I didn't have a great year last year. I didn't spend a lot of time taking care of myself. I didn't pamper myself, so that will really show in the variety that I will have for you. I'm looking forward to a great new year though, and I hope you enjoy what we have in store for you. The first item that I will be showing you is a cleanser by Lush. It's called Ultrabland and it has some beeswax in it, and it pretty much looks and feels like it as well. It's quite sticky and you actually can't wash this off. You can't just rinse it off. You need to use a towel or wipe it off with a toner and cotton pad, or wipe it off with a cloth, but if you just try to rinse it, it's never going to come off. And the reason why it had impressed me is because last year I had a few allergic reactions. I ate some things that I shouldn't have. Well, actually I didn't know. I developed a reaction to preservatives, and well, that's what last year had in store for me, and it would give me hives. It would give me these bumps all along my neck and my face. Thankfully only gave me hives from the bottom face down, and after it will calm down, it actually would become really irritated. Well, it was irritated very differently. It just hurt. It was swollen and a little bit itchy, but after that would calm down, it would become really flaky and really dry, super itchy, and I would just look like this rodent, because you know how rodents, they're just white and fuzzy from here on, and I would just get so itchy. I would rub my face really hard because I just can't stand it, and then of course it would make me hurt afterwards, and then eventually it'll get itchy again and I'll rub it again and then it would hurt again. And anybody who has eczema will understand that kind of experience. And the only thing that helped is the Ultrabland. I tried many things, and even water would sting, and only Ultrabland would calm it down. And actually I couldn't even use it with a towel. That hurt it too, so I had to wipe it off with a cotton pad and toner afterwards. And actually after it would calm down, I thought that it was actually too oily for me, so I would just switch back to my normal cleanser, and then about a month or two after that I would eat something else that my body didn't like, and I would get into another allergic reaction and I would flare up again, and then I would just use the Ultrabland again. But after about 3 times of that happening, I just thought, forget it, I'm not going to switch back and forth anymore. I'm just going to use the Ultrabland, and during my regular times, and I would just use a towel to wipe it off. And it's been about 8 months now, no, 6 months, 6, 7, I don't know, I'm really bad with numbers, but it's been a while since my last reaction. Ever since I've been using this every single day, I haven't had any reactions, and my skin's been happy so far. Let's hope that stays that way, because you know, my allergic reactions like to give me brand new experiences every year. Surprise! The other item that was a must-have for me when I would be breaking out is the Ultra Repair Concentrate by First Aid Beauty, also known as F.A.B. It's also a tacky, thick consistency. The look of it reminds me of the La Mer that Leslie uses, but nowhere near as expensive. It's worked for me so far, so I haven't actually ventured out and tried her La Mer. It's also good for repairing any cracks or patches. Whenever I have dry patches, I'll just dab it on and it'll go away pretty soon. And actually right now I have dry patches on the corners of my mouth because last week I bought some almond butter. I bought it for smoothies, but I have a very addictive personality, and what I kept doing was I would take a spoonful and just nibble on that, and then a couple hours later I would do it again, and then the next night I did the same thing. I don't even love it. I don't know why I kept doing it, But I just did, and on the third day I woke up with canker sores inside my mouth. The back of my throat really hurt, and I just had cuts on the corners of my mouth, and I've been dabbing this on and it's been much better. I don't think that you can see it right now. I don't really see in the mirror. I have eyesight problems though, so I think it's helped quite a lot though. Another item that impressed me for my skin is apple cider vinegar. I actually did not intend for this to be good for my skin. What I did was I put it into my shampoo because I have really greasy hair. I heard that it helps degrease it, and some people can go by 2-3 days without washing the hair, but I think they have long hair. When I had long hair I could go by 1.5 days without it looking like a grease ball. Now in about, I don't know, 6 to 8 hours it starts to look greasy, and then by the end of the day it definitely looks pretty slick and ew. So it didn't help with my hair, but it actually made my skin feel really soft and supple. That was totally unexpected, and it's too bad it didn't help with my hair, but I still use it every couple of days. I don't use that same shampoo every day because apple cider vinegar is quite acidic. One thing that does help with my greasy hair is, I think it's pronounced Prêt-à-Powder. I don't know. I'm really bad with accents. I don't remember how to read them properly. It's by Bumble, and it's basically a powder, and it just really holds up my grease really well. I use it preventively as well as when I wake up in the morning. So right after I shower and I blow dry my hair, I will put some in my hair already, and it prevents it from getting greasier. And then when I wake up, normally it would already be quite greasy, but it looks kind of normal, and then I'll put a little bit more in again to hold it down for the rest of the day, and it'll be great. And it also gives me really great volume. Unfortunately, this little guy is $31. He is 2 ounces, 56 grams, and $31. I actually got this from my little cousin. She's the one who cuts my hair, and she bought it at a salon. Otherwise, I would not have ever tried it, and I actually don't like to spend that much money on it. So what I do use as an alternative is baby powder. Look at this guy. This guy is, I don't know, I'm bad with numbers. Gotta be less than 10 bucks for sure. Probably around $5, but check out the difference there. He lasts me a really long time. When did I buy this? I don't know. More than 8 months ago. It's 624 grams versus 56. This guy lasts me for about 2 to 3 months, sadly. And the only things that I don't like about this is that it doesn't really dissolve well, so you could still see some white powder in my hair if I really overdo it. Sometimes people ask me if I dyed my hair, and I'll tell them no, I just probably overdid it with my baby powder. And another thing is it doesn't give me the volume that this one does. So as you can see, my hair is a little bit flat, but it's a lot better than going without. It keeps my oils at bay, and it's a pretty affordable alternative. Another downside to using powders is that it actually creates a lot of residue in my hair. There's a lot of buildup. One time I went to get my hair cut, and my little cousin could really feel all the little buildups in my hair. What my little cousin recommended to me is BB Sunday shampoo. It's a clarifying shampoo, and it definitely feels really nice and normal and clean afterwards. And I mean, it's pretty gross, and I'm surprised I don't get itchy from using the baby powder without using this, and I'm pretty grateful for it. It makes my hair more normal, but I don't use it every day. I just use it alternatingly, whoa, with the shampoo with the apple cider vinegar. And now on to makeup. My favorite eyeliner is by Stila. It is the Stay All Day something waterproof liquid eyeliner. Yeah, that's it. It is a nice fine tip. Ooh, got some greasiness there from the Ultrabland. Let's show you here. It's a fine tip, which I really appreciate for my wing. It's quite foolproof. It's really smooth. It's pretty smudge proof. It was. I'd have to say this was my favorite up until the end of November. She ordered 2, and that was during the Sephora's 20% discount for V.I.B members, so I bought almost 2 of everything that I needed. Just wanted to stock up for the year because, you know, why not? I'm gonna get Ebates out of it, so that's an even additional discount. I don't know, 8%? It's gotta be between 4 to 8% usually, so that's about 28% off of a lot of things that I would use throughout the entire year. And I don't know what happened, but both of the eyeliners I received in that batch are actually quite dry. You will notice. Like, well, even when I showed you here, it's not as smooth as it used to be. It's actually smudging more than it used to. And I don't know what happened. Let me know if you had the same experience. My favorite foundation is by Dior. It is the Diorskin Forever Compact, and it has SPF 25. I'll show you the inside here. I really appreciate that they keep the sponge separate from the foundation. I don't use a sponge, but I just really like how it keeps it looking pretty. It keeps it looking clean and white, especially since I don't ever use it. You'll notice that this is quite full because I had ordered it during the November discount at Sephora. But what I also really like about this is that I don't like to use heavy makeup, and actually when I use completely flawless makeup at the end of the day after I remove it, I actually feel a little depressed. It hits my self-confidence because there's such a big change between daytime Selena and nighttime Selena, where all of my flaws look like they're more apparent because for the remainder of the day it looked so flawless. And I like that this is just a nice light coverage. It feels light, and I know it protects me from SPF, it protects me from the sun because I've been out in the sun with this, and I don't think I had intended to be in the sun that long, but from my neck up, I was paler than the rest of my body. I also like the signature velvet pouch that most of the Dior compacts come with. It's just pretty. I mean, I don't know if you've ever seen the Chanel compacts, but it just has more of a plasticky feel, and I just really like this. I think it's held together by a magnet, so you don't have to worry about prying it open with your nails. If your nails aren't completely dry yet, you don't have to worry about accidentally nicking it. Another Dior foundation that really impressed me is a liquid one. I don't have it with me, I have it written down though. It's called the Diorskin Forever Perfect Makeup Broad Spectrum 25. It's a liquid foundation and it gave me a really nice flawless look. I know that's not what I usually want to go for, but for events that's what I would go to, and I actually got a sample, and that's why I don't have it with me. I got a sample before Leslie's wedding and I just really loved it, so I used it for her big day. Well, she had 2 big days, but her big day in Vancouver anyway. And it photographed beautifully. It looked really nice. It felt light and it applied smoothly. I have lines underneath my eyes, and usually you can see it whenever I apply liquid foundation. I don't know, maybe it probably won't show up as much if I use primer, but I don't. But using the Diorskin, is that what it's called? Diorskin Forever Perfect Makeup Broad Spectrum 25, using that, it didn't show any of the lines, so I didn't use primer, I didn't need to. My favorite lip product is by Chanel. It is the Rouge Allure Gloss number 19 Pirate. I think that's super cute that you push it in like that. And I will show you. I'm wearing it right now. I don't know why I'm swatching it for you. I have it on my lips right now. But I love how vibrant it is. It's really velvety. It feels super nice, and I just love the classic reds. And another reason why is because I'm a sentimental person, and I got this from Leslie's mom. Last year, Leslie's mom and my mom were walking around the mall, and Leslie's mom just turned to me and she said, "Selena, I want to buy you a lipstick." And I asked, for what? She just turned to me and she said, "No reason. I just want to buy you a lipstick." And I just thought that was really, really sweet. And we went around to all the counters at the department stores and we tried on a bunch of lipsticks, had a lot of fun, and this lip gloss is what I ended up falling in love with. If I have more events this year, that is definitely the foundation that I will be buying for photographs. One of my miscellaneous items is, Can you see it? It's dripping a little bit on me, but it is my diffuser from Sage. If you press this button here, it turns on. Can you see the smoke? I don't know. But if you press it one more time, it turns the lights off, which I usually do because I like to conserve energy. Can you see the smoke? Or steam, not smoke. One of the reasons why I love this, other than the nice peppermint smell it fills up my room with, I had actually gotten an asthma-related inflammation last year. It lasted for over 2 months. I just kept on coughing. Well, not just a regular cough, but I would just have trouble breathing. I would get pretty much mini little asthma attacks every time I experienced any kind of exertion. It was really cold at that time, super cold, -0 during that time, and so whenever I breathed in the cold air, it would make me have trouble breathing and cough a lot because I just couldn't breathe. And I would experience the same thing if I ran and got out of breath, and even when I laughed, that was the worst, that I couldn't laugh. If I were in a social setting, I knew that I would just be coughing all night. So what I did was I used this diffuser, and it also acts as a humidifier, so it combats the dry air in my room. It's a perfect size for my tiny little bedroom, and it also cleans the air, breaks down the atoms or something to do with negative and positives, or bringing a type of atom down to the floor. I don't know, I'm not very good at science, but it was good. It cleaned it out, and without that, I'm pretty sure I would have coughed much more when I was sleeping. It did help me sleep a little bit better, but ultimately what I needed to heal was actually a $98 inhaler, but anyway, that is something else. My favorite moments, I'm going to give you my top 3 of 2015. Leslie's wedding, especially her ceremony. You know, I spent all morning with Leslie, from 4 in the morning until, what is it, 10:30, 11 a.m. or something like that, is when she's walking down the aisle. I was lining up with her. I was just standing in front of her. But no, they chose the song 1,000 Years, and as soon as that song started playing and I see her and Albert walking down the aisle, I just start crying, and everyone around me is crying, and that was just such a great moment where there was just so much love there. And I mean, Leslie's my best friend. I love her so much, and having everyone around me loving someone that I love that much at the same time, and being that happy for her, and just seeing them walk down the aisle and seeing the dress that she's in, and remembering what she went through when she bought that dress, and just what she went through to put all of this together, and this is what it was all for, and just seeing it all come together. And oh my goodness, seeing my mom cry. I've never seen her cry as much as that moment before. I mean, as you can see, I'm not married, I haven't had my wedding, so I haven't seen her cry at any other wedding before, and she cried, and that just made me cry even more, and there was just so much joy. And I know this sounds really cheesy, but it was just such a happy moment. My second top favorite moment would be not just one little moment, but an entire 7-day cruise that I took. I flew to Florida with, how many people did I go with? Something like 12 people? No, maybe 6. I don't know. I don't remember anymore. It was back in April. I have such poor short-term memory. I'm sorry. But it was fun. We went with a big enough group so that if some people wanted to do different activities than others, we could split up and still be okay, not feel alone. And we went to Haiti, Jamaica, and Mexico. In Mexico, we got to go ATVing. That was my first time. I got to go snorkeling for the first time. I got a pretty rad tan from it. And another moment that I'm very proud of, I will show you. Honestly, I'm showing off a little bit here. It's my first time, so I was happy. Bloop. My third favorite moment is the end of November, and I just had such a rough year where I had so many injuries. I knew something else was coming and I said, what's next? About 2 weeks after I said that, I was filing some files away, and I'm only about 5 feet, and the filing cabinet came up to me about here, and it was about 4 drawers high, and someone had cleared out the bottom 2 drawers but did not replace it with anything of equal weight for the top half of the drawer, so it was top heavy. And it was not bolted to the wall, and now it is. After this incident, it is now bolted to the wall because it really upset my boss. But anyway, what happened was I was filing away and I was pushing the filing cabinet back in, and it popped back out, and I thought, what's wrong with this thing? Why is it popping back out? So I pushed it back in, and then I start feeling weight, and I realized, oh my goodness, this filing cabinet is falling on me. This is the very top drawer, comes up to me here, and this is the top of the drawer. The actual drawer, bottom of it, is here, and it's pressing up against me, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, slowly trying to back away and push it and let it fall, because I tried to push it back to make it stand up, but it was not working, and so it fell. And the only thing I noticed at that time was that I nicked my poor flats, and I have very high tolerance for pain, so I didn't actually know how much it was going to hurt me. My coworker ran over, asked me if I was okay. I said, I don't know. I'll probably be able to tell you in 2 days, because I don't know, I think maybe I've just had too many injuries in the past, and I had taken too many drugs and it just numbed up my pain sensors. But it takes me a while for me to really notice pain. So yeah, as a result, I had a swollen hand. I actually still have some nicks from this, and I had a giant bruise that took up my entire inner thigh. I didn't even see it until 2 days later. I didn't notice until all of a sudden I started realizing it's a little bit tender. And I looked and I was like, whoa, the whole thing's purple! But anyway, my point is, after that happened, I said to myself, this is it. This is it. This is the last of it. I am just not going to have any more injuries. That's the last of my rough year. I was going to turn 30 mid-December. This was in late November, and I just said, you know, 30 is an injury-free year, and it's just all this bad stuff, it's just gonna stop. It's just going to be either good or okay from here on out. And I don't know, it was just a change in mindset, and I just felt more content, more at peace. And you know how when you have negative thoughts and you're just overall negative, you attract negative energy, and when you have a positive energy exuding from you, then you attract positive energy. Not to say that I, you know, had butterflies and everything come to me, but I just let things go. I was less stressed at work. I got offered a different position at work that I didn't even ask for, and it pays more, and it just changed the rest of the little remainder of my year. I just know that 2016 will be a much better year for me. I've been told that apparently an ox, that's what I am in the Chinese zodiac. Apparently for that zodiac they had a bad year last year, and they will have a much better one this coming year. And I started thinking about it, and a lot of my close friends who are also oxes, they and I all had a bad physical year where we all saw a chiropractor and or physio and our registered massage therapist and or more. And I was thinking, that's weird. We all did have pretty rough physical years, but moving forward, things will be better. I look forward to making more videos for you and giving you fun times, and looking forward to having fun with you too. Lizzie and I have come up with a little list of ideas on what to do videos on. So if you have anything in mind, give us a comment below. Let us also know if you have any suggestions or tips on how to be less nervous. I have a goal of becoming less and less awkward for each video that I make. That way I wouldn't have to edit as much and you won't see so many cut-ins and cutouts. If you want to follow along this journey with me and Leslie and see what we have in store for you in 2016 and onward, then please do like this video and subscribe. Any feedback would be appreciated. Until next time, see ya!